Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is going. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations.
And the people, yeah, it's time for Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And Jae.
In the building tonight. We are glad that you are here, young lady. How you doing? Everything good with you?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. 404.
I'm healthy.
We're going to keep it moving tonight because we, and it's my fault that we late. I ain't got no problem with fessing up to my thing, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. 404-500-1605, man. I want you to be a part of this conversation. We're going to get through some things. We're going to try and get through it a little quickly. But, again, it's a classic conversation, you dig? So who knows what might happen. Just in case you're looking at the thing going, who in the hell is that talking on the microphone? It is Jae Tea, but I ain't got my facial hair because, again, I just came back from doing the God Guy stage play. When I do the God Guy stage play, I do it with no facial hair because I actually filmed part of the play, which is a film in Act 2 with no facial hair. But
he's naked.
Right. Coming, it's on Operation Grow Beard Back is in effect right now. So it is me. You know what I'm saying? So don't fret. It's still
It
me.
is me.
Yeah, you dig. Angelo, what's up, bro?
What up, though?
Man, how's things going, man? I had a great show last week, you know what I'm saying? I actually did some walking and forgot to record and sent it to him. While I was over, I did a little walking, that one morning. It wasn't Saturday, but I did some walking or whatever and forgot to send it and showed it out, gave that support. But the time that I was, able to tune in, it was dope. I'm looking forward to trying to, push that narrative and keep that thing going for them.
For sure, man. For sure. It was a dope show, man. We had a good time with them, with the Green family, man, supporting their son, Kamal. And other than that, man, it's been a good week overall, man, thus far. Good weekend last weekend at the club. Can't complain at all, man. This week, well, first of all, let me start. Let me
There you go.
back up real quick. First of all, man, happy birthday to our producer, Dwayne Thompson. Happy birthday, Dwayne.
Yes, sir. I was going to get there, but go ahead, man.
Today's Dwayne's birthday, man. So I want to make sure.
So Dwayne is 43 and hip hop is 52. You did?
Leo season.
Hip hop is 52 today. Okay. Really? Okay. I didn't know that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you
That's
working
right.
on your birthday. We appreciate you, bro. Everybody ain't gonna do that, so appreciate you. It's crazy. My birthday falls on a Tuesday this year too.
You're right.
Yeah. But we'll see, because I just got an invite to something for the 27th. But we'll see. We'll see how that go.
I heard that.
See how that go. I'm in a different mindset. Continue, Angelo. My bad.
But yeah, man. But this week, Thursday, man, the youngster himself, baby genius, Asa, we were taking him down to UGA, man. So it's kind of like one of those bittersweet type feelings. You know what I mean? I can't imagine how I'm gonna feel when we take him down there Thursday. But I'm excited. At the same time, I asked him, I said, man, you excited? He was like, yeah, this is what it's all about. This is what it's built up to. Yeah, you're right, man. But this past Sunday, man, I stayed. I didn't even go out, man. He wanted to play some games, man. We played spades, which he won. We played Tonk,
Sounds about
which
right.
I won. And then we played dominoes.
Which he won.
Now, who won that?
He won that one
Yeah.
too,
What?
man.
Yeah,
I mean,
You
going-
ought to be ashamed.
Nope.
he went going away, too.
Notice something.
You ought to be ashamed.
Notice something. He lost the game that people usually gamble with. He let the heathens have that one. And he won the clean family reunion games. Tonk is usually not played till the kids go to bed.
Yeah.
But dominoes, that's
And
so
not only
old
dominoes,
school.
but listen, we played. Remember, I bought them double
Double
sixes.
sixes.
So them numbers be huge, boy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I forgot to bring it the last 2 trips to Florida. So
Bruh.
it was still brand new. So we just broke it open
Yeah.
on Sunday, and
That's a lot of counting, boy.
It's a lot of counting.
That's a lot of counting.
And I was up the first 2 rounds.
Did you have a
And
drink?
asked me, huh?
Did you have a drink?
No.
And he beat you sober?
Man, he came back, man.
know,
When I say he came back with a vengeance,
My thing is, how long have you been playing dominoes?
Hey,
Because I know you've been playing for at least 30 years.
She don't know your son.
I mean, what you
he's-
trying to say?
You should have whooped that ass. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he a little different though. Yeah, he count differently.
I said no.
Yeah, and he count different. That's what I'm saying. He a little different. Yeah, he a little. Yeah, he's a little different, man. Yeah, he count. Yeah,
So
He
low
was
can't.
bad. Too,
So low
man.
can't count. Is that what y'all telling me?
he can count. But
I know. I
But-
play the hell out of some dominoes.
but Asa counts differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun though.
I'm competitive and I'm good at math.
I'm extremely competitive.
Yeah.
Get it twisted.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You count cards, Dwayne? See, I don't count cards. That's what everybody I know that been to jail, they count cards. They do. I ain't saying he did, I'm just saying. All my homies that hey, they play the hell out of some spades.
I'm still talking about when I'm with my family. I ain't trying to lose. Ain't nobody
Turn that mic on, Dwayne. We're gonna get too extended. They
All right.
can't hear you. But no, he beat us, man. He beat Man Aspen. So, but spades, so we play a different version of spades. Like we don't play because my dad doesn't like to play partners. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we play what we call cutthroat. So in Virginia is I don't know other states. I've never played cutthroat here in Georgia ever. You know what I mean? But in Virginia, it's a lot of cutthroat. So everybody's on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So but yeah, man, I hate losing. So but he beat me. I'll take it.
So y'all dropped them off yesterday?
No, we do it this Thursday.
This Thursday. This
Thursday.
Thursday.
This Thursday
Okay.
coming
All
up.
right. All
This
right. Good
Thursday
deal.
coming
Good
up.
deal.
Yeah. So exciting times.
Good deal. Jose,
Yeah. What's up?
you been performing anything this
I
past
did.
weekend? Did you get out there and do some
I
stuff?
went in and performed and had a good time. I told you I'm baby steps. I celebrated my birthday 2 weeks ago, and I was sick the whole week. So, you know how when you just been sick for a whole week and you just trying to build your your strength back.
Yeah, build everything back up. Yeah.
Yeah, build your strength back up. So that's what I've been doing. I've been just trying to feel better every day, going to the gym every day. So, yeah, it's been good.
So, man of the hour, coming back from the trip, international player. Tell us about the play, man. How'd everything go out there?
Hey, man. As usual, St. Martin was beautiful.
Still
little
haven't been,
different.
so I don't know what as usual means, but go ahead.
Look, but, for me, it's, yeah.
You haven't
I
been?
have not been St.
Okay,
Yeah,
I've been to
this is
St.
my
Martin.
fourth time going. We was on the Dutch side, but it wasn't a lot of time to really kick it because we actually had a new cast member that joined like a week prior. So we had to really have a lot of rehearsals to get him up to speed, get the timing down with him and just get to know him type of deal. Because when you're in a play, it's a little different because you need to know the flow of people. This guy is, he's dope. The crazy thing is his name is Mr. Fitzgerald. And Mr. is not as in Mr., Miss, or Mrs. That is his first name. Mr.
Yeah.
Spell E-R?
Yeah, Mister. Him
And Mr. ain't it?
and
TA,
all of
I
his
think.
brothers. I think he has 3 brothers. All of them are named Mister.
Really?
What?
At home, they go by their middle name, but they're all named Mister. He said it's dope when he go in rooms like for
All
the
brothers?
acting. Yeah. His dad named all of them. All their first names is Mister, and then after that, they go by their middle name at home. But when they out in the world, they go by Mister.
That's some old George Foreman
so it
stuff, ain't
was
it?
crazy, calling him Mister. It just
That's his
felt
name.
kind of crazy, but dope actor. He's actually, I forgot the name of the movie. He's actually has a movie that's out right now in theaters. And the crazy thing is, it was actually playing while we were there.
His movie was?
Yeah, had no idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, had no idea. His lady, she came over, were helping with his lines and everything, because she's an actress also. She was in Braveheart. She was also in, what's the movie in Africa? What is it? Wakanda. No, she was in that movie also. But she came over to help him out with things, and she actually surprised him and said, hey, let's go get something to eat. Took him around the corner, and there was his marquee.
Wow.
But the way they do it over there, they only do movies like once because they have one movie theater. So we was all gonna go see it, but it was already gone. The play did what it did. Just hearing from the people in St. Martin, in regards to what it's doing. We was at a grocery store, and we was all in line, and somebody said something, why you got, something. Somehow it got out, and everybody just started crowding around us, asking us about it because they had it was 2 young men that committed suicide like 3 years ago. And this was the reason they asked for God guys. Because suicide doesn't happen much over there, supposedly. So because of that, that's why, they asked for God guys. They want us to come back. We're going to do a different arena this time. We was at a spot called the Phillipsburg Cultural Arts Center. Ate at this spot called Chica's. When I tell you those folks don't know how to give you a little bit of food, I looked up. I was able to get some, it was really, really hot. So I was able to do some crunches and some push-ups or whatever. And I was able to stay at only gaining 6.2 pounds. So I looked up with that. But we ate really, really well.
You said you gained 6.2 pounds?
Yeah.
You gained 6.2 pounds?
Yeah.
Only?
Yeah. I thought I would gain more.
That's wow.
I thought I would gain. I went over
in
there.
a week?
I went over there at 209.8, and I'm sorry, 5.2 pounds. I went over there at 209.8 and came back at 214 something or 215.1, something like that.
Wow.
Getting good, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, they and like they had what they call the Johnny cakes. They're big like biscuits, flat biscuits. So she got ready to give me one. I was like, nah, that's too big. Give me one of them small ones. She put 3 of the small ones on the plate. That's how they feed you. Oh, bro, they feed you well.
She said either you gonna eat or you gonna eat.
Yeah, but it was a dope experience again. Looking forward to going back. But yeah, I meant to say the 2 guys that killed themselves, because this is a time of year where a lot of people in St. Martin go to Antigua, they go to different places. We have in the play there's kids that play young, like my character is Rico. So there'll be somebody that's playing a young Rico.
Okay.
So we can do a reenactment of types of things. So we were scrambling to get our younger selves. The guy that was playing me, we had the rehearsal, and he just didn't seem to want to leave. He kept saying he wanted to rehearse to get it perfect, whatever. Come to find out, his brother was one of the kids that killed himself.
Wow.
He lived alone, and he did not like to be by himself because he was scared of what could happen to himself.
Yeah.
So these are the types of things that we deal with when we're over there, man. It's just, it's a seriously emotional, it's a tug at you emotionally doing this play. It's one thing to do it here in the States, but to do it over there and see the impact is it's pretty dope. So next year we're looking at going on tour. We're looking at 5 cities. We have 8 cities that's actually bidding for our services right now. So, hopefully Atlanta is one. I'm hoping it is, but we're gonna find out about that. But yeah, it was dope. Stayed in a Airbnb. It was what they call a penthouse, but it was a rooftop, so I was able to sit out and smoke. We was right near the airport. I don't know if anybody else has been over there, but they have an airport called the Maho Airport, the Maho Beach, where the planes actually take off right over your head, and they land like right over your head. And in our rooftop, when the planes are actually coming in, it looks like it's coming right towards us.
Oh, wow.
I mean, because they're landing. I'll show you the videos later, but they're landing like right next to us. It was crazy. So overall, great trip. The travel was coming back was bananas. They took us on a bus, took us out to the middle. We didn't realize where we were, but we was actually in the middle of the runway. And we were waiting to get on a plane, and another plane took off. Like, it was like the other plane was right across the street taking off. and we just sitting out there. I was like, man, this is a little dangerous to have us sitting out in the middle of the runway and another plane just went. Yeah, so the travel was,
Was it a
good.
small plane?
Oh no, it was a full size joint.
Cause I rode on some jets and they will board you kind of like where you walking out to it. You know what I'm
And
saying? Like
I
not
know
like
about
a.
that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this was
Okay.
we was in a bus that
Right.
took us 5 minutes to get there. I got pictures to how far the airport actually was from us. We were
Okay.
literally on the runway. But I know what you talk because I've done that.
Yeah.
You walk out, then you walk up the thing. This plane was. It says something about there was a malfunction and they didn't want the stuff to be delayed, so they made sure they wanted to get us on so we can get out of there. But I was like, damn, in the middle of the runway though. It just like that plane took off. All of us looking around like this is a little dangerous. You know. But
Wow.
overall, man, I wouldn't trade it. Had a great time. Hoping to get it done here in Atlanta again. Feeling good. The trip always motivates me in a different way. Because of some other circumstances, you're going to see some different things happening. There's will be some different stuff happening. So, yeah, looking forward to capitalizing on this this emotional push that I have right now to make sure that our community does better in regards to not having a father inside the household type of deal. So
Nice.
That's where it's at.
I was gonna say I have a cousin, and he had two kids with a girl, and she did the same thing. She named them both after him, but they have different middle names. But the name is
different middle
almost
names,
it's like Martin Terrell and Martin Trumell.
Really?
Yeah. And we were all kind of shocked when we found out that they had the same
weren't
name.
twins. They were-
No. Yeah.
And also,
Okay.
as me and Angelo do, we, go someplace. We like to bring back a cigar or whatnot. So there's a cigar lounge over there that I went to years ago. It's called Cigars SXM. They do their own blends. They have, regular boutique cigars or whatever. I buy them over here anytime. So I want to get some of theirs. And I came across this cigar. I actually thought it was a joke, but I have pictures of it in the box and the name of it. And y'all can't see the actual the actual wrapper, but these cigars
Very
is from SXM, and it's called Naked Pussy. That is the name of the cigar. Now they have some cigars for females, but I couldn't take a picture of that. I couldn't take a picture of those. And
Why?
Just can't have that on my phone. Couldn't have it on
You
my
brought
phone.
your boo back some though, right?
I bought her one of
It's
those.
only fair.
Actually, I bought
Okay.
her one of those.
Okay.
I didn't touch it. The lady
Oh,
came.
my
Well, I said, "Can you
goodness.
grab that? Put that in the bag for me."
What?
So yeah,
It's not that deep,
but yeah,
JT.
this one right. Hey, each their own. So brother, naked pussy.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Appreciate you, man.
Now, what if they the same cigar? They just got different labels.
it might be.
Right.
might
It
might
Still
be.
different labels.
Y'all a mess. Y'all are a
It
mess.
might be. But yeah, just wanted to, bring my boy something back that
And we always appreciate
really
that.
enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure. She said, "Oh my."
Right. Right.
Hilarious.
All right, so as I said, we're gonna get moving with the show. We said, happy birthday to our guy over there, program director, Mr. Dwayne Thompson. Again, happy birthday, sir.
Supreme is familiar with the airport. They said, been there, done that.
Yeah.
With the planes flying over your head.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday, hip hop. Hip hop is 52 years old today.
B said, you got any more? You said hip hop is 52 today?
52 today.
On your birthday. That's what you meant
Yeah,
earlier.
Yeah. Hip hop is 52 years old today. Yes,
Wow.
sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna get it moving. We're gonna jump. We're gonna talk about the WNBA as they are a hot topic this season. Recently, there was a hard foul done by the Chicago Sky's Dejanay Carrington, she actually fouled Sophie Cunningham. She got ejected from the game, all that type stuff. It was a hard basketball foul. Florida Attorney General James Utheimer threatened to charge WNBA players with assault if they ever play a WNBA game in the state of Florida and they have a hard foul like that.
Wow.
Dejanay went to X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, after everything happened, and she actually put white privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got to understand, this young lady, Sophie Cunningham, has also been amid a bunch of controversy because she was talking about transgenders should not be led into the WNBA. This same young lady,
We shouldn't be very controversial. Go ahead.
this same young lady does a lot of hard fouls herself, and she's been called the enforcer. This same young lady does not start, but she has her own signature, not signature shoe. What do they call it? You have a signature shoe. No, she has a signature shoe where her name is on the shoe, but she doesn't have her own line. Now, we're talking about somebody that nowhere near one of the faces of the WNBA. So when Dejanay Carrington puts out white privilege, you kind of understand what she's saying with that. You know, the same girl done the same type of fouls. And I don't know if she got ejected or ejected in the times that she did it. But
It's that, and it's also, you know, I don't put this on every white woman, but the white woman frailty. You know, they cry, they make a fuss, like they're fragile and need to be, you know, protected from everything. So society looks at them different than they look at black women, and this is a proven fact. I'm sorry, it's a proven fact. They've even done studies to show where doctors have admitted that they think that that black women have a higher pain tolerance. So we're always going to be treated different.
However, it shouldn't cross over the boundaries of
politicians.
and law enforcement.
Yeah,
They should have nothing to do with
I agree.
what goes on the court. That junk is just asinine for this person to even say that. It's like all the BS y'all got going on in Florida, man. This is what we talking about.
This is the second time. The first time had something to do with Caitlin Clark saying that she was the face of the league, and that I think it was Congress that came down on the WNBA saying that they need to protect the face of the league or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for politicians to step in on something like this it's just there's some privilege there. There's some you have to know that there's something else there.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro.
It's crazy.
It's hard to even explain.
You can't.
You know, I mean, and this is what he said. I should probably clarify. Assault and battery is what he would charge players for doing a hard foul. Yeah, he clarified it.
It's crazy, man.
Staying with the WNBA. The WNBA has a rule about transgenders when their last collective bargaining agreement came out. It said only players who are women are eligible to play in the WNBA. The article does not define the term women or specify anything about biological sex, hormone levels, or physical attributes. This week, we've had two former NBA players decide to say that they're actually going to put their names into the WNBA draft because they identify as women in regards to playing basketball. One of them name is Enes Kanter. He changed his name to Enes Kanter Freedom. he actually officially declared for the 2027 NBA draft. On Monday morning, Freedom posted a video of him signing his name to the document and said, well, it's officially official. I just declared for the 2027 WNBA draft. Join me in this journey. We have another former NBA player, Royce White. Now, Royce White didn't really have that much of an NBA career. Matter of fact, he got kicked out of the Big Three because of his temper. He put his name in the draft also. He's also into politics. The craziest thing is this dude has a 50-year restraining order against him for abusing his wife and son, which was granted just this past April.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
50-year. A 50-year restraining order.
Wow.
Why they just didn't say a lifetime?
Right.
Right.
Then you have another
How old is
transgender.
he?
He's 30-something.
Okay.
35 years old. Yeah.
So that was going to be my question. Are all these guys transgendered, or are
Now,
some of
those
them
two-
trying to?
Those two are ruffling feathers. They're not transgender.
Okay, got you. That's the part
But
that's what I thought.
supposedly, if you identify
Right.
as that,
Right.
Now, this person here, a French transgender basketball player named Julie Tetart, actually is a transgender, as in had the movements and
The
snips
surgery?
and the snaps. Yeah.
Okay.
All of
the
that.
snips and the
Yeah.
snaps.
She
Not
said
the
that
snips and the
she
snaps.
said that she would not turn down an offer to play in the WNBA if the WNBA reached out. She said she doubted if they would because she's a little older right now, even though right now she's averaging, get this, 21.2 points, 20.2 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. That's what I guess I should say she is averaging.
Playing where?
She's playing in France. That's what she's averaging. She's 34 years old.
Playing in the women's league in France.
Playing the women's league in France.
Wow.
She said she's 34
Interesting.
years old, came out as trans in October 2021. She said, if they contact me, I won't say no, but if you have to be realistic. I'm old and they are far better players than me.
Wow.
So, in regards to the guys trolling, what is there anything to gain from them doing this? What do you think?
I mean, I think the only thing they had to gain right now is the fact of those two names, Royce White
Yeah,
and Enos. I remember Enos.
I remember
Cantor.
Enos. Yeah,
But the only thing I got to see they got to gain is that their names are being mentioned all over right now. And, you know what I mean? They're getting their little 5 minutes of fame because surely they know it's not going to
ain't
happen.
nobody gonna draft them.
Yeah, I mean, surely they know it's not going to happen. So, and I think it's corny. You know what I mean? Just the thought of doing it. But it's naturally going to lead to the question of, what if,
They did. Get
That's what I like. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought it was slick that they did it because how outrageous is it? And just the thought of that somebody can just say, I identify,
right.
and therefore, because that's what, I'm not against transgender people, but a lot of them, that's what they say. I identify as this, so you need to see me as this.
such.
And they're saying, how outlandish is it that anybody can say, this is what I identify as, so therefore I want to be treated like this.
Well,
You know.
not just the fact they can say it, it's a matter of how do you rule in favor on one hand and against on the other.
That's
You
the
know what I mean?
point.
Where is the
That's
where is
the
that
point. Where's the line?
drawn at?
That
You
is
know
the
what I mean?
point. That is the
And-
absolute point that they're making.
Now
Yeah, it's a slippery
these
slope.
organizations are, these are private organizations. These teams are owned.
Right.
So, and they have their own bylaws and they got the right to say yay or nay to whatever, no matter what you say. You know what I mean? But it doesn't stop people from having the ability to sue and
Yeah.
make to go to Supreme Court and make, you know what I mean? It's just
Enos Cantor seems to be doing this for the rights of born women, guess I should say.
You know,
'cause
what
he's wearing the
pisses me off,
shirts.
they call it cis women. And it pisses me off because it shouldn't even be anything in front of that. If you
That's what
transgender, you just transgender.
Right, but if you're a
but
woman,
if you
you're a
just a
woman.
woman, you born a woman, it
Right.
should just be woman.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
He wore the shirt that said something about pay women, honor women. So he seems to be doing it to bring up, like you said, bring
Yes.
this up that anybody could do this. Y'all need to
Mm-hmm.
make some type of laws to make sure it's not done. Now this other dude, Royce White, supposedly he's in politics. He got
with a 50-year restraining order.
right. He got kicked out of the Big Three indefinitely. I mean, just kicked all the way out. You know, never really had no real NBA career, and you can tell that he's doing it for clicks or to get his name out there.
Mm-hmm.
If Enos Cantor is doing it for, you know, to protect women's sports, or as they say, cis women, it's a shame that somebody can come right behind him and makes a mockery of it by what Royce White is doing, because he ain't trying to do it for nothing else other than get his name out there and get clicks.
I mean, he may be doing it for the same thing, you know, because the first guy is actually almost like a silent protest. I'm going to do this to say how outrageous it could be if anybody, you know, I'm fully a man and I just say I identify as a woman and I can just get in, because where do you draw the line? Do you say that the penis has to be gone, that they had to have a surgery? Where do you draw the line? Because that somebody could get that and still have, you know, all the testosterone and the male hormones, and men are just built different from women. They have a different strength than women. I'm not saying women are not. Women are. There's a lot of strong women, especially those basketball players, but it's just completely different.
Yeah, right.
Their chemical makeup. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so where is the line gonna be drawn? And then once you start slacking up, once you say here's the, then you got other people saying that's not fair. You know, it's just a slippery slope. It's just a slippery slope
No,
once you start doing that. And so I think that both of them, I feel like the more people that do it, the more outrageous that it's going to, you know, sound to people, because I just feel like I'm not against transgendered. I think you should be whoever you are, but we just know that the chemical makeup, the hormones, and the muscle strength, all these different things, they're just different from men and women. I'm sorry. It's just that's why even in the Olympics, they separate a lot of the sports, because you're gonna have a different advantage. You know, I feel like
They just
then-
had that at
No, it's
Georgia
facts.
Tech.
Wait a minute, we talked about that before.
Yeah.
The swimming,
Yeah, the
swimming
swimming girl at Georgia Tech.
was at Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Was horrible as a male swimmer and whooping everybody as a female swimmer.
Yeah.
It's just unfair. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, yeah, you got some W. Like
Right.
DC Curry, his podcast, he talks about it all the time. He's like, no woman can stand up against no man, but he be barking it. and B on here, B be like, DC, I'm telling us a few of them. DC say, okay, no woman last 3 minutes on the court with no man, and no WNBA player last 3 minutes with a NBA player. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I think you have to compare and contrast at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Asia Wilson could probably take
Certain people.
I was gonna say the same
you know what I
thing.
mean?
I was gonna say the same
6'5"
thing.
Yeah, if you
Right.
take the same
male
height,
and a 6'5" female,
you take the same
6'5"
height,
male.
and both of them work out the same amount of time, the
Right.
dude most likely is gonna win.
Yeah.
Right.
But like
I
you
definitely
said,
know. We
Asia
know.
could kill some. Olivia Miles.
Yeah.
She could kill some guys. You know.
Yeah. we know that there's definitely women out there. There's a girl that she goes around to different courts and she videos it and plays guys. She goes to different and just get in the game and records how they think it's going to turn out and then how it actually turns out. So we do know that there are a lot of women that have way more agility and skill than
from a
men
shooting capacity
in some
But
in a lot of capacities, right?
But when they're not gonna be the bang.
But when you start, like you said, when you start talking about now, we're all professionals,
right?
You know, you see what I'm saying? We're all professionals that we do this for a living,
right?
Then there's gonna be, I mean, and there's no way to even go around to even try to act like, because I've only watched the WNBA a few times, because I had a friend that used to play, but for the most part, they don't even get the numbers. The ones that I saw, they don't even, the score is not even the ones that I saw. So I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong.
As with anything
with that,
else,
y'all can school me on that.
Their league is growing. Starting to see people.
Nowhere in comparison. No.
I'm saying as far as the game itself.
Yeah.
Do they get the same points? Like I said, I haven't watched it in years.
Oh no, they get.
Do they get the same points?
Okay. Girl the other night scored 43.
Okay.
Yeah.
They get buckets.
Yeah, they get buckets.
Okay.
Yeah, they get buckets.
No, this game is the women's game is changed drastically.
Honestly,
I enjoy it.
I enjoy it big time. Give me the women's game, then the men's college game, then give me the pro game. If I had to rank them and how I want to watch it, because I can't do some of the stuff them cats be. Us looking at a WNBA game, we could look at some of that, but shit, I could do that.
Yeah.
NBA game, you could look at it and be like, damn, that was tight.
You think if they had the same weight, if they went by the weight class and that type of thing? No.
What? Could what?
Match up.
Compete?
Like if it's a woman that's 150 pounds against a man that's 150 pounds, and they both,
I think a woman has the ability. Like I said, you're Olivia Miles. You're one of these women who has great moves, can get to the basket, can create their own shot. Yeah, they have a chance of scoring. But at some point, if a man feels like, all right, now he going to get closer, he going to get tighter, he going to start bumping, he going to get, you know what I mean? It's like, once you get to that point, then that male side is going to take over and it's going to be a strength versus strength.
No doubt.
Now, you got somebody like Boston. You know what I mean? If she played, us, you know what I mean? Definitely me. She gonna whoop my butt. You know what I mean? She gonna booty bump me up to the other side of the court. Cause that woman, Boss was 6'4", 6'5". She a grown, she a big woman. You know what I mean? But if you put her against a 6'5" male athlete,
NBA player,
it's a different ballgame.
College player,
it's gonna be strength versus strength, and that strength's gonna win.
Totally changes things.
I mean, I agree.
When y'all talk about select few, when it comes down to a job, the professional male will not hold back. Different game, different level. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt. No doubt. And that was DC's argument. He said it ain't gonna be a comparison, but there are a few women I think could match up with a smaller guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree. There's no comparison when it come down to it.
All right, next thing I want to talk about before we take a small break is about this young lady in Arkansas that got punched by a cop. And it's a video that's out. Alyssa Hackett of Osceola, Arkansas was pulled over on State Highway 18 near Manila at about 10:45 p.m. on August 1st. She was driving 71 miles per hour in the 60 miles per hour zone with her hazard lights on. When she was pulled over, she told the state trooper, Moses Arellano, she was rushing home because her car's window had been broken. Arellano noticed that Hackett was not wearing a seatbelt, had a license plate covered, and had a cold bottle of liquor in the front seat. The cop asked her, why do you have a Tito's bottle? I mean, he really was watching this bottle. Why do you have a Tito's bottle? You're not even 21. Later on in the footage, the cop actually acknowledged that the bottle was sealed. The cop described Hackett as being difficult when he issued her citations. According to the report, he then called another trooper who said that she had been pulled over for speeding a few days earlier and had an open alcohol container in her vehicle at that time, but was let go with a warning. The other trooper is heard in the footage telling Arellano, the cop that had originally pulled over, well, you know she has an attitude, take her ass to jail.
What?
The cop then decided to arrest Hackett, who is 5'1" and 118 pounds. He asked her to step out of the car, according to the report. After initially complying, she began turning around and repeatedly asking what she had done. And then he said that she continued to pull away, and the officer, he took her to the ground. After giving multiple commands for her to roll over without compliance, he delivered one closed fist strike to the left side of her face in an attempt to gain compliance. Now, if you've seen the video, which I have, it wasn't, I mean, he punched her.
Is that the one where she kept saying, you didn't have to hit me? Why did you hit me? She was
mama.
screaming and hollering. Yeah, calling for her mama.
Yeah.
And you were being nice when you said took her to the ground. No, he slammed.
Yeah,
her
he slammed
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, just reading what was said. But
Yeah,
he did. He slammed her to
her.
the ground.
She came out. She said, what? She said, well, what did I do? She turned around, but then she turned. She was like, but what did I do? When
After
like,
the
what am I
strike,
getting arrested
She
for?
continued resisting by pulling her wrist away and refusing to roll over. That's when she was actually asking, what did I do? And asking for her mother. He pointed a stun gun at her midsection. He did not fire. Then she complied and put her hands behind her back. She said to him, and this is in the video, "You cannot punch me in my face." The cop responded, "Who said? Who says? Who said I can't punch you in your face?" So, of course, Ben Crump came in and he's asking for an investigation and all of that type stuff. Said the trooper slammed an 18-year-old girl to the ground and punched her in the face. He wrote it down himself, a closed fist, because she would not roll onto her stomach. Alyssa asked him what she had done, and the video shows what she got for asking. We hadn't talked much about, the brutality of cops lately.
About that time.
Yeah, I think it's about time we bring this back to the forefront. Just like we talked about before we got started on the show in regards to all of these hangings that we're starting to see, black women supposedly hanging themselves.
It's black men too.
It's really, what was it that we talked about? Said that there needs to be some type of standardized, what do we say, a standardized training or a standardized level of professionalism across the board in order to get something in place to keep these cops in line.
Which unfortunately won't happen, but that's what needs to happen.
And how does that happen?
They'll argue and
How-
say that
how does-
they do have that though.
But how
none
does
of them
something
follow
like that happen?
orders.
How does it get started? How do you get started asking for something like that? Is that with the local voting or?
Well, because you have the separation of government and state. I mean, it's hard to make it a federal mandate.
What a federal mandate.
To have standardized training across the board, across the country, for everybody have to go. You have to have a federal police academy. You know what I mean? But then it'd be federal. It's not
because it's across state lines, it would be federal now.
correct.
But I'm saying even if they're trained,
but you can have it set up where every state has to comply with the same laws. And the federal government can kind of guide those laws. And because the states get funding from the government, you know what I mean, that's how you control it, because, it's always about where the money goes. You know what I mean, how the money flows. It's like the governor of the state, puts a request for a budget every year. You know what I mean? That's how it operates. You know what I mean? That's why, the idiot in charge does a lot of threats to the states, because he said, I'm going to withhold federal funds to your state government. You know what I mean? So it can be done, but it has to be done strategically. But you have to care enough. It has to mean enough for that to happen. You know what I mean? And it's like, but, a governor could dictate state training for that state. could easily do it.
All jurisdictions.
So all jurisdictions in the state would have to follow these guidelines. You know, but what they do is they got what they call POST, professional officer standards, and POST kind of is like the agency that's over, you know, all the police officers. You know, if something goes wrong, you know, like when we do training at the academy, it's all POST certified training. You know what I mean? But the POST certified training is so minimal. It's basic. You know, these are the basic guidelines. Then an agency will say, okay, I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna expand it to this. You know, that's why some agencies, you know, only require 4 weeks of training, while, you know, when I was at Police Academy, it was 6 months, but now it's down to like 3 months, even for the city of Atlanta. It used to be 6 months, you know. But because they're trying to get officers out on the streets fast,
That's
because
what I
there's
was
so
going
much
to say.
turnover.
That's because of the turnover. They're
Yeah.
trying to get them out quicker.
Yeah.
I think that there's two issues. Even if they did, say they did, like he said, a federal mandate, you already have all these different municipals and stuff that they do this training. But the thing is, are they going to do what they've been trained to do when a situation comes up, and they are protected by their badge? That is the problem. You got people that get into the police academy so that they do have power, so that they can do some of this ratchet stuff that they do, right? And then the second thing is, I think that the only way that you would even be able to, you can have all the training in the world, but if there's no consequences, you have to start making these people pay for the things that they do, and not just the police department, the person. Now, these police officers almost never get prosecuted. Number one, they don't lose anything. They go on paid leave, you know. So most of the time, there's no incentive to be a good person, an honest person. They abuse their power for a lot of times for years. The ones that have been do go to jail, they've been doing shit for years.
So let me
they've been abusing people for years.
So here's their answer to that, right? So you're a business owner, right? You're a business, you're independent. You have employees?
Yeah.
You've had employees?
Yeah.
All right. So what would it take for you to discipline your employees?
What would it take for me to discipline them?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would it take?
What would it take
when
for
they
you,
do not follow directions, when they don't follow the rules?
But what would it take for you to say, okay, enough is enough?
Policies and procedures.
Now, what would it take for you to say enough is enough? I can tell you what would probably do it. When your clients start cutting you off because your employees aren't doing the right thing, right? If your client says, look, I can't work with you anymore because your employees are doing this. You can't have these kind of employees no more because I don't want to work with you anymore. That's what'll do it. Unless these agencies, you have to cut off the funding to the agency. The agency's not going to change. Why would I? I'm not going to change anything until, you know what I mean, I get affected. Everything always rolls downhill.
But they've also had that. Think about it. I don't have all my data with me, but they've had when you have those different police headquarters that they don't get a lot of funding, right? Or they don't get as much. You have even more corruption because they can't afford to fire. They don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? They don't have enough hands because they can't pay enough people. So they have to keep whoever the hell they have, and that's how they. They don't have. It's didn't slip my mind.
They don't have to. They choose to, you know. But again, you know, the problem with the funding thing is the major problem is every agency in every area is paid differently. You know what I mean? City of Atlanta gonna get paid way more than Buckaloo County. You know what I mean? So again, it's a funding thing. So that's why I was saying, if the funding was dictated from one agency, and then everything's equal, you'll get employees. That won't be a problem, and they're gonna want to keep their jobs. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, the answer to this question was where do you start from? I'm just saying that's the only way it will ever change if it affects bottom lines. Bottom line is always going to change That's that. Every rule, regulation you ever get. You name the rule, and every handbook got it. All came a penalty in the NFL. Everything came from something happening. You know what I'm saying? Something has to happen to garner, some type of restrictions or whatever the case may be. Something has to happen. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying if they were personally held, if some of these police officers, if they were held responsible,
right.
You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
If the police department got sued and they start losing their houses, they know that like there is gonna be consequences behind
but that
my
happens.
actions.
That happens.
But it doesn't happen a lot.
It doesn't,
especially when it comes to black people.
Because it's individual.
I was gonna say what he's saying is that the cops is getting reprimanded, but not the actual agency. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. When they start talking about defunding, you start defunding these agencies, you will see they will tighten up ship. Is what I'm saying. If your agency comes in, if you start grading a department and say, your department's on a federal grade or a state grade, and your money is going to be dictated by this grade, you're going to be more apt to get stuff in line because your funding is coming from here. And if things aren't going right in my agency, we're going to get defunded. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's the money trail. I'm just saying if it's ever going to happen, that's the only way it could happen.
You asked me when I've had several businesses, and I'm not. Of course, you're trying to make money if you have a business. Okay, so yes. However, most of the businesses I've had, I'm serving the community, so I look at how this person is a reflection of my business more than the money. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Because money's gonna come to me. That's just my. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying everybody has to believe this, but to me, when you are trying to put out a positive vibration, when you're trying to put out some things that are benefiting people, and you're putting all your energy into that, the money is gonna come. The money is gonna come. That's just the way I feel about it.
You're right.
So I don't necessarily like say, oh, this person cost me money, so now I'm gonna get rid of them. I think about this person is causing my reputation of my business to look a certain way because I know what I represent. So if you can't represent me, by your actions, then you can't work. I can't work with you.
But if that person was representing you a certain way and people stop coming to you and bringing you money, would that make you fire them?
If they're representing me negative, say it again.
If they're
representing me negatively,
they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And the people that they're doing it wrong to says, you know what, I ain't messing with her spot no more. You know what I'm saying? And then they start spreading
I'm
the
already,
word.
if they doing something wrong and I don't agree with it, it's against my policies. I'm already.
Well, see, the thing with the police,
that's just my personality.
The thing with the police is, I don't think they out here worrying about. You can't do all good for the people when you're a cop. You know what I'm saying? You have to arrest some people. So I don't think that's in the
cops are supposed to be working for us.
Yeah,
they're literally supposed to be.
Us, but if somebody is doing something against us, they're going to arrest them. So
Correct.
again, you're
Correct.
not pretty much, you got to do some bad with the good with police. You have to do some bad with
I don't know about that. I don't quite
hear what I'm
agree
saying.
with that.
And I have a security company, right? And these guys know, I've had a lot of employees. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I'm under if my client says, hey, look, we can't have these incidents no more. You know what I mean? You got 30 days to get this junk corrected, or we're gonna be taking this contract from you. Guess what? Where I might be going home at 8, I ain't going home. You know what I mean? I'm out. I'm up early. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to secure the funding. Is what I'm saying. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Because one thing about employees, you might find one that really cares about your business the way you do.
That's
if,
right.
If you find one, you're lucky.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Most of them just there to get a check. Very few people are gonna actually care about your business the way you do. Very few people are gonna actually put, you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
so you have to. That's why there's rules and regulations, guidelines. That's why you have to have all these things in place.
Yeah.
You know, there's no perfect answer. But all the thing I'm saying to answer this JT's question is, he said, where can you start at? I'm saying that's the only place you can start at. You have to get something standardized, and then once it's standardized, now all the pressure goes on the person that's up top, and that's what'll drive them to correct some of these issues and get rid of some of these people who are causing you to lose your funding.
Because right
know
now,
what I'm
all
saying?
they're doing
I mean,
is
I
if that
definitely think
person
it
gets
could be-
reprimanded, they just let him get reprimanded because they're still going to get their funding. And the next one might come along the same way.
I mean, I definitely think that can be an answer, but I also feel like when you're held accountable, one of the things that I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. You know, when I went to these different countries and to see the difference in the crime, a lot of people don't know America across the whole globe, the numbers across the whole globe, America holds 90% of all prisoners across the entire globe. What does it tell you? We some heathens. But of course, we've made prison, you know, into this a money
grab.
a money grab. But the other thing is some of these other countries, they are a little bit more strict. So people are not trying to commit.
Okay,
They
great.
are not trying to. So if we was more strict
I'm glad
on
you
these
said that.
police
I'm
officers
glad
and
you
these
said that.
people, when you commit a crime, when you do something, we taught you to do this, and you decided to do what the hell you wanted to do. That's all. I'm not saying you. I'm agreeing with you with what you're saying about the funding, but I'm also saying some of it is accountability and raising our standard instead of giving them a slap on the wrist. And like I said, most of these people that have went to jail for doing stuff to people, they already had so many damn reprimands and violence. You see what I'm saying?
So JT, let me ask you a question. When you lived in Germany, how many different police cars, county cars did you see in Germany? When you
Police
all,
cars?
all different cities you went to in Germany, when you saw Polizei, was it DeKalb County Polizei? Was it Augsburg Polizei? Or did you see Polizei?
Polizei.
You saw Polizei.
That's it.
It's one agency.
Yeah.
If you go to Europe, you go to all these different places, it's one. They're all that's why they're strict, because they're all under the same thing. They're not split up into this, and this. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all one. So they can be strict, they all the same. You know what I mean? Everything's gonna be lockstep. That's the difference. Here, it's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all.
Like you said,
That's all I'm saying.
See, I don't think it's a free for
in
all.
Bubalo County, they getting away. In Bubalo County, they getting away with everything.
It's a free-for-all.
They getting away
But
with everything.
I'm saying a free for all, as in they can do what the hell they want to do. That's my point. That's my point.
there's no restrictions.
There's no repercussions.
Right.
Even if
But the
let's
reason-
say
wait.
Georgia has
But the
one
reason-
law
but
and Louisiana
I
has
think you're saying one thing. I'm saying I think we're not.
You're saying the same thing,
but we're on different spectrums of the same
Yeah.
thing. I'm trying to say what was started. You're saying you got to have accountability. Yeah, you got to have accountability, but accountability still comes from up here.
and
still comes from up here. That's where it
everybody
comes
has to
from.
abide by the same thing across
That's
the
all
board.
I'm saying. It has to come from here and then lock everything down from there. That's all I'm saying.
And
Hey, Annie McKnight. Annie McKnight's supposed to be our guest tonight, but I saw she logged in on here. Actor,
what's happening, Annie? How you doing?
actor, comedian Annie McKnight, man. I'm gonna pull up some of her credits for y'all too. You'll know who she is, man. But appreciate you tuning in.
Yep. Don't go nowhere, Annie. We're gonna be back in 2 minutes, and we're gonna start talking about the update on. Oh no! Which one? We're gonna talk about the little boy in the skirt when we come back. That's what we talking about when we come back. I got some comments from social media on that thing. We're gonna talk about the little boy in the skirt when we come back. Give us 2 minutes. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
and Jae.
We'll be right back.
Listen, man, I've had an iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
To find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And just say,
Back in the building, about to get this thing rolling again. You want to go over some of them comments, homie?
Let's see here. We go back.
Man,
we're talking about.
I'm looking at myself on the screen, and I still have to do a double take when I don't have facial hair. It bugs me out, man.
well, at least you ain't
Most of them happy birthday
beard
to
fishing.
Dwayne.
Still got a nice little jawline there, sir.
Yeah, lost a little weight, shout. Had to keep that going.
Frank said his nap is complete, so we know not telling what's going to come out his mouth. He said WNBA has an option to draft or not to draft. Stop the foolishness.
Oh, yeah, they won't draft.
I read that one already. Annie McKnight chimed in, so that's why they separate teams male and female. Why they even have the desire. Was talking about the girl, said she's obviously someone who's a smart butt, but the cop can't kiss his butt. Frank said no matter training, bad cops will be bad cops. Uncle said, I hope she has a good attorney and sue, but then she needs to grow up. Yeah, but if she get that money, growing up probably out the question.
Oh, boy.
Why he say she need to grow up?
Because the other cops said she had a history of having a bad attitude.
Supposedly she got pulled over before driving fast, and that time the container was open. This time the container was closed, so they couldn't get her for that. But
how do we
driving 77
how
miles
do we
an
know
hour
that
just
was the
because
truth? That she had a bad
driving
attitude?
77 miles an hour because your window was broken out is.
She would. Everybody goes 72 and a 65. Didn't y'all say 72 and a 65?
But then she told
Come
them
on.
that she was doing it. It don't make it legal.
I'm saying, but don't
You
we
always
all
want
do
to talk
that?
about, well, when we do it, you can't
I'm saying,
do it.
but we all do that.
So does that make you right?
I'm saying that don't make her childish.
Go ahead.
I want y'all to chime in on the comments. Does that make you childish when you going 7 miles over the speed limit?
But
No.
to say because my
it
window
might be
was
the
broken
attitude that came afterwards.
But how do we know these people be lying?
out. We
These
looked
police
at the
officers-
video.
No. You thought
ain't
she had
seen
an
the video?
attitude?
Yeah, she did.
I didn't think she had an attitude.
Of course, there's a couple of different ones out there. I know the one I
Okay.
saw, she was bugging a little bit, but it didn't deserve that. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It didn't deserve that, but,
Oh, DC chimed in tonight. Ain't seen old Gerald Green in a long time.
G Greasy.
Frank said we have lawsuits. Things are significantly different. We have the FBI. We have a constitution that doesn't exist in most countries, despite the current lack of accountability in the country. My mom said Virginia laws are different from Georgia versus Florida. DC says right is right, wrong is wrong. Respect goes both ways. People need to respect law enforcement, and law enforcement need to respect people. It starts with us as people doing right. Out for the night. Appreciate you, Unc.
Unc is out for the night. You sent Dwayne something? Did you want to?
Yeah, I think he posted earlier. I posted a picture of me and Annie McKnight when she came to the club, so y'all could double take. Man, she had a long history of, different movies and whatnot. I didn't know she won America's Funniest People. Yeah, we're gonna try to do something, bring her to the club pretty soon. We're gonna work on that. But yeah, good to go. Not specifically speeding doesn't make you childish, nor does it deserve that treatment. She could have acted better, period. Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to the topic.
There go Anime Night right there, y'all.
What's happening, Annie? We're looking forward to having you on the show. A 7-year-old's first day at his new elementary school took an unexpected turn after his mom says she was told to come pick him up because he arrived wearing a skirt. According to the messages she shared, school staff allegedly told her that boys must dress like boys and girls must dress like girls. when mom fired back that the dress code doesn't specify how students must dress based on gender. She says her son was simply expressing himself and is now considering legal action, calling the situation discrimination. So now, do you think the school crossed the line, or should the parents be expected to follow the school standards on what's appropriate? I'll give you some of the comments that came across on social media. Although I agree with self-expression, there's a line. Your son has all the right to express himself and identify how he chooses, but at his age, it is opening up a box that he is too young to fully understand. Clothes will make him identify one way or another. The identity is within, so putting on shorts or pants shouldn't take away from who he is or identifies as. Somebody else says, so if a man came to her, as in the mom, in a skirt, I want to know, would she date him? Another comment, the school is correct in some things in life. I'm sorry, the school is correct. Some things in life we should never change, boys. We should never change. Boys wear boys' clothes and go to boys' bathrooms. He has to follow the school code. He can express himself without putting on skirts in life, and there are rules we must follow. Another one, you already know how cruel people can be, so I wouldn't want my child to be teased all day about the clothes they're wearing. In this life, we must pick our battles, and kids are not developed enough to take constant trauma and scrutiny. Most adults have a difficult time with this also. Somebody else said that's why real fathers are necessary in the home. I said what I said. The kid probably doesn't know how to wipe his behind correctly, and his mom is letting him express himself by letting him wear a skirt. Be for real. He's a child. As the parent, your primary job is to correct your child when they are still young and teach them what's right and what's wrong. Letting your child express themselves is by letting them tell you how they feel and listening to them, but also correcting them is your obligation as a parent. That's some of the comments I took from Facebook and I took from IG. So, 7-year-old boy says he wants to wear a skirt. I don't, as Jae said, we don't know if the picture was AI or not, but the way the little boy is, got his hands on his hips and everything, he's seems to be pushing towards that way. Oh, there you go. There's a picture. Yeah, there's a picture. So, do you think it's okay to let a 7-year-old express himself in any way that they want to?
I first of all, like I said, I'm not sure if it's AI, and a lot of times they just put all kind of foolishness on the internet to kind of distract us from the bullshit that they doing within all these policies and with our taxes and all these things. So I don't know. But what I will say is that if the story is true, you have to follow the rules of the school that your child is going to. And because that's, like we talked about earlier, that's their establishment. So they get to set up any kind of rules that they want to, just like what was the school just did recently, said no bonnets and no do-rags. If that is their requirement, then, and you want your child to go there, then you have to. Now, if you decide that that's too much, then put your child in another school. But if that's what they feel like, but I think that if your son wants to wear skirts and you're okay with it, he can wear skirts when school lets out.
That's what I was going to ask.
Change into his clothes.
So you're okay with
if that
going
parent,
to the mall with your? No, I'm just right now.
Mm-hmm.
You okay with your child if your child told you, I want to wear skirts, and we're going to the grocery store? You okay?
I personally,
at 7,
would not let my child make a decision like that at 7.
Okay.
About almost anything. I mean, even when my daughter was a certain age, she was wearing it might have been girl clothing, but if I felt like it was too revealing or inappropriate, you're not gonna wear it. So there definitely has to be that's the reason why you're a parent. There has to be some type of you showing, giving them some wisdom. You using your wisdom to help govern your child, right? And to guide them, because, you know, what I always tell my kids, you have the rest of your life to be an adult and to make certain decisions. While you're underage, I'm going to help you make certain decisions, you know, but when they get a certain age, now we can make these decisions together. But at 7, it's very hard. But I don't discriminate against the parents that do decide to do that. If that's what you do in your house and you want your 7-year-old calling shots, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. I don't feel any kind of way about it. You do what you do in your house. If it's not hurting anybody else, you do what you do in your house. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that you can impose what you believe and what you feel appropriate on a whole system, meaning the school system. I just think that that's not, you know, that's something that you cannot do. If they say that that's not right, you know, because you can pick what school. It looked like he might have. Well, I don't know that. I was gonna say private school, but a lot of schools wear uniforms, so it could have been a public school. You know,
Angelo, what you think?
Yeah, I think it's horrible. I think it's a horrible decision of a parent. You're setting your kid up for unnecessary torment. You know, I think it's hard enough for a kid at that age if they're already showing signs of acting a certain way. You know, if a boy, it's particularly boys, if a boy starts acting with a lot of girlish mannerisms, they're going to get picked on anyway. Now you put them in a skirt. You know what I mean? You know, especially in this day and time, man, where you've had more, you know, stats show there's more suicides and more kid suicides than ever. You know what I mean? And these are the kind of things, because, you know, these kids are cruel. You know what I mean? Kids are cruel. And at the early ages, man, you know, I just think it's dangerous. I think it's you know, but it puts me in mind of this conversation we had a couple of weeks ago with the prom stuff, with the boys being so flamboyant and, you know, all the you know what I mean? And the one thing that you noticed is similar to this, is that all them videos we saw of all them proms with all them boys acting the way they were acting, do any of y'all remember seeing any men that looked like might have been a father?
They look like what?
The father of those boys in any of those pictures, in any of those videos. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, some of this stuff is just a lack of a male figure in these boys' lives, and it turns into these kind of things. You know, Charlize Theron is the actress I was talking about. Oh. Charlize Theron, when you said, you know, the AI thing, people don't do that. Yeah, she adopted 2 black children from Africa, and one of the kids said, at 3 years old, I'm a girl. I'm not a boy. So she started dressing this 3-year-old as a girl, and continued on, and then made the other one dress as a girl, so the other one didn't feel isolated.
She said that?
Yes. Look it up.
Wow.
It's not AI. You can look it up. I mean, I just would look it up myself, because I remember it was an actress. I kept saying it was an actress that did that jump. It was, you know what I mean?
Damn,
so
I
this
like Charlize.
There have been all kinds of different video clips where you've seen people saying they're gonna make their kids be a certain way. They're gonna force their kids to be, you know what I mean, a different gender or whatever the case may be. I just think it's just cruel. I just don't think you should do that. I just think you be a parent, you know, no matter how your child acts, still try to keep them in, you know what I mean, in certain kind of dimensions. But what if she feels that way?
She who? What if she feels like, what if the mother of this little boy feels like the same way that Charlize was making the little boy that felt like he was a
I
girl.
think she's failing her child. I think she's failing her
What
child.
if the mother? What if this mother feels the same way?
think she's
That
failing her child.
I don't want to force him to be a boy or to wear boy clothes if he don't want to. What if she feels that same way? You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's just like like your son saying, I'm gonna wear my pants hanging off my butt. No, you're not. I'm not buying those clothes.
But I'm saying
the clothes that I'm buying for you are
Right.
going to be these clothes.
Right.
Do a 7-year-old go out shopping?
I mean, I totally.
There's no options.
I totally agree with. I totally agree with guiding your children. You know, that's what I said. So I totally agree with that. However, I don't know. Like when it comes to stuff like that, I just feel like if that's what they want to do in their house, I don't give a damn. It's not gonna affect me. It's not gonna affect my household. If you got on pants or you got on a skirt,
We ain't talking about affecting your household.
right? I'm just
We're
saying I
talking
let
about
people
in
do.
general.
Yeah.
Just giving
But-
your opinion.
Right,
We're
but-
not telling you to be politically. I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to affect you.
Right.
Nothing that we talk about affects us. Honestly.
Well,
Most of the
no,
time.
a lot of stuff that we talk about
Most of the
affects
time,
us,
stuff that we
especially when you
talk
start
about,
talking about the police brutality and how they might treat you when they pull your ass over.
Well, don't go
for
7-7.
going 7 over the.
Well, if
for
you
going
don't go,
7
if
miles
you don't
over
go
the
7
limit.
over, you don't get treated that way, right?
I just said we all do that.
Why you doing it?
Why not? Who wants to drive slow? Who wants to drive slow?
Somebody that don't want to be treated that way.
Who wants to drive slow?
Well, yeah,
You drive the speed limit every time.
I ain't never. I wasn't the one sitting up here acting like nothing don't affect me.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying. I mean, you put this thing out like it don't affect my house, so I gives a damn.
Because
We're talking
well,
about
I'm saying that it's
You know what that
okay
is,
to
JT?
me. I don't care what she does.
Whether
We
be
have to be
careful
careful.
about saying that a minor is incapable of making any decisions. Not
no.
saying they're not incapable, but in if they're a minor
7.
and at that age, they are incapable of making the decision of what they're going to do in my home. If you're in my house, you are incapable of making that decision. You can have an opinion, but you're
Yeah.
not making a decision.
Yeah.
You just-
Yeah.
I mean,
you're not
kids
gonna make a
definitely
decision.
they need guidance.
You're
They
not
don't
gonna
have
make a
wisdom
decision
at
to
that
dress
age.
a certain way.
Yeah,
and
they
I,
need
and I'm,
guidance.
and I'm saying it, to the point of, my kids could never wear pants hanging down. It would never happen in my house. Period. I don't care. You know what I mean? So if I'm not gonna allow that, you think I'm gonna allow to dress like a girl? That's not. There's decisions that you can make in your home that just this is how it's gonna be here. Now, when you get of age, it is what it is. But this is what it's gonna be here. Period. I mean, it's just
Yeah, you took it. You in regards to the sagging thing.
never gonna happen.
I had that issue with mine because again I was non-custodial, and my weekend and we rolled out and got out the car, was walking in, and I was like, "Yo, why am I seeing your? When did you start wearing boxers?" He had boxers, he had shorts, and he had underwear on, and he had on tight jeans. We went straight to the store, bought him some bigger jeans and a belt, put them on. I did the same thing with my nephew. If you're around me, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
You,
But
you just.
well, what did he do when he wasn't around you though?
he doesn't do it right now. He actually
good.
he actually
That's
my
good.
my son is crazy with my son. He actually things that I said to him as a kid over the years as he's left home, he's reached back out to me and said, "Yo, Dad, I see why you said such and such." Something as simple as when you wash the dishes, don't lay the glass sideways because the water's gonna, you know. He was like, "Dad, I see why you said it." You know, that type
Yeah.
of deal. You know, kids. What you hope is that your kids would actually remember what you said,
Yeah.
so that later on they can understand when they get older. They can remember what you said so that they can understand why you said it. Because
Yeah.
usually they don't understand why you're saying it at that moment.
Yeah.
They usually figure it out later on. And yeah, it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Again, I was non-custodial, so when he was at my house, it wasn't going to happen. And then whenever he was with me, it wasn't going to happen. Now, did he do it when he went to school? I have no idea.
Okay.
Because again, I was non-custodial, so he wasn't leaving my house in the morning.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't going to happen. And he was, hell, 13, 14 years old. He wasn't 7. Ain't no 7-year-old going to tell me.
Yeah, I agree.
They might tell me what they want, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that that's what they're going to get.
Can I take it a step further?
Go ahead.
And it just reminded me of a post that Coach Nash put out to the girls on the team the other day, and it was a video of a coach. I think it was Arizona, one of D1 schools on the West Coast, and he was basically telling these group of kids about what they look for in recruits and what will immediately turn them away, right? So, and as y'all talking, it just made me think about this is real world stuff. We're in the age of social media. If these people got to think about, they want to get a job one day. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think these employers are doing the same thing? They're going to your social media pages too. And they're seeing what you about, and they're seeing what your history, they're seeing, you know what I mean? It's just certain. I just think we have to be real cognizant of what you're allowing, you know what I mean? And you have to continue to speak life into these kids to make them understand you got to think beyond today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to think beyond today. That junk, you out there twerking and doing this and all that BS right now, and then you wonder why your resume can't get picked up by nobody. Man, that folk went over there and went straight to your IG page. You be like, man, I wish I would hire this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was a story today I heard of a girl. Who sent me? I think Robbie sent me this story of a girl went to Chick-fil-A, finally got the job, and they laid her off the first day. You know why they laid her off the first day? They went to her social media page. It's like, we have standards at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, y'all Christians. Is like, yeah, but you're not. They went to her page.
Yeah. Again, representation.
We have to be mindful, man.
Representation.
These
That's
kids
what I
just have to
talked
be
about.
mindful,
Yeah.
and it's our job as parents to
Yeah.
continue, like SDGO just said, parenting.
Yeah.
You're right. It's our job to be parents. You know what I mean? And as parents, you got to continue to communicate and not just say, well, there's free choice. I'm just going to let them do it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Not in my house. No, I'm not.
But I'm
You know
saying
what I mean?
the
I'm gonna
mother,
think for you whether you don't
but
think
the
for yourself
mother
or not.
she might agree with it. That's my point.
Which is-
She might
She has
be.
to.
She
I mean,
might
for her to do it, she had to agree.
Right,
with it.
that's
She
what I'm
talking about
saying.
a discrimination
her
lawsuit.
mind might just be, she may be immature and not understand that a lot of times kids, what you, like I tell my kids, who you were at 7 is not who you're going to be at 15.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
So, and who you are at 15 is not the person you're going to be at 21. So you need to be guided all along that way to make good decisions. Back to the sagging. I told my kids that is what men do when they were in prison, to let other men know that they want to give up the booty, okay? Because no woman has ever looked at a man sagging and said that booty look good. No straight woman that wants to date a straight man has ever looked at a man sagging, said that ass look good. But you know who looks at a man who's showing his ass and the pants is hanging down? Another man
But
that
you know
wants
what?
a man.
You say that,
Shit.
but there's a lot of women walking around with guys sagging.
I don't care. They not looking at that
all the
ass.
time. I said,
I agree with you.
I ain't saying they're looking at the ass, but
agree
they
with you.
are accepting
I
that
agree.
look.
But
Whether
they
it's
not
about
looking
the
at that ass.
They ain't looking at the
Yeah.
ass, but they are looking at them and accepting that. I've heard that it's the prison thing or whatever. Honestly, I don't know how true that is because I worked in a prison, but I know that they were sagging in prison. Half of them were sagging because they had no belt. To be honest with you, because
But the ones
ran out
now,
of-
they have a belt on and they sagging.
yeah, these kids
They will have a Louis belt on.
How do you sag and
whole booty out.
and skinny jeans? That's
Exactly.
How retarded be looking to have to hold one leg. That junk
Exactly.
I be like, that junk the most retarded junk, man.
walking with your legs
That
wide.
junk's so retarded, man. I be like, women, How do y'all allow that junk?
Yeah.
I said, women.
If y'all stop-
if y'all stop dating these clowns, stop
They
letting
will
these
stop
clowns
doing
be with you, looking like that. Look how hot. Come on, man. That junk
Yeah.
so.
The other thing I was gonna say is like a lot of times, a lot of these newer parents, they don't understand. Like I even had to say this to my husband. Anything you want a child to know, you need to teach them that. Don't think that they don't come out knowing, a lot about this life, about this world. Like you gotta even teach a kid how to wipe their ass. You understand? How to wash their ass. You gotta go into detail. You need to spread you see what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, so you can't assume that they know. You gotta teach them everything they need that they need to know to be successful. Like you
What?
said, even
Cap?
about the dishes.
He said Chris Berman.
Nash.
Oh man, I had a lot of comments on this one. Tease, you want me to do them now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. What happened to expression? Coach said, what happened to expression with a haircut? I know that's right. Mom said, yeah, get the singers out. Yeah, Mom, with Annie McKnight, I'm thinking her and Thea Vidal. That's what I want to do. That'll be a smooth, a cool show. The Ladies Legends Tour. I like it. Word at home, no need to do this at school. I don't think the school these days can make that decision. Girls and boys dress differently nowadays. I wouldn't let my child do it, but we live in a crazy world now. That's my aunt. DC said unacceptable. He's only 7 years old. Our parents may not been right all the time, but some stood on principle. This skirt was not a joke. Kiki said absolutely. It's absolutely not okay. Frank said, Jose, now you see how that goes. You're okay with going 77, which break the laws, but not this. I
didn't say 77. I said 72.
I agree the mom should not allow that to happen in school. That kid is going to be a psychological mess.
Yes.
True. Aunt said, some parents don't offer guidance nowadays. May be cool with that parent just for attention. Just still a problem. Dwayne Wade did it for his son.
Mm-hmm.
Still a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And look at all that flack that he caught with that junk, I think Dwayne Wade gave in to, what's his wife's name?
Y'all need to
Gabrielle.
stop trying to blame these women for everything.
Yeah, he gave in to Gabrielle Union.
That was his son, daughter, whatever we
care
want
about
to say.
saying that minor. I read that one. SDGO 325 says children make many age-appropriate choices every day, but major decisions involving identity, health, sexuality, or other long-term consequences. Hey, I like to drive slow. Parenting. I have 5 grands, and none of them will dare to think to come to me with this. I will pivot and redirect them with love. Redirect them with love. Is that the old school redirect with love? Cause that's what they always used to say. This with love. That love hurt. Hey, what you say, Dwayne? It sure did. That love hurt sometimes.
You know why I did that, right?
Yeah,
I love
right.
you.
I love you. It don't feel like love.
Hey, that's why we all traumatized now as adults.
My back with whips don't feel like love.
That was our first trauma bond. Our parents.
Seems to me the 7-year-old should be and act like 7-year-olds. In my house, my 19-year-old must act like 19. If you want to start paying bills and live somewhere else, God bless you. At 19, you still reflect on me. Facts. That's a blessing, JT. The Bible says that. Seems to me that 7 years young, I emphasize young runs that household. Yeah. Bluff, when you are a part of a school, workplace, team, or organization, there are rules you're expected to follow. Years old, no-go. Frank said they go to the socials for employment, for scholarships, etc. They check kids and parents. You better believe it. Facts. SDGO says 7-year-old, no way, not in my home. Number 1 says I blame Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. I can call myself an apple, doesn't make me one.
I thought I could call myself an apple, then I turned away.
That's funny.
Hilarious.
I would actually keep extra belts in my car, like my pastor did here in Virginia. Greet a young man and explain conversation. Definitely not around me with any male. Let's see what Coach Nash said. Kimmy, Coco, Chocolate Girl Wonder. People think their kids are little thems. Yeah, true story. Frank said your husband. USA job and other social media is the first thing employers go to. How are you representing yourself? Facts. I see the comeback. All right, that's a Frank Jae conversation.
Right.
This white couple got on all the media, including Oprah, trying to convince the world their 4-year-old child knew she was gay. Come on. I agree, number one. When I was in the Army, you have to present yourself in a manner worthy of your appearance, character, etc. D-Wade is still a problem. The only difference is that he has money and can insulate the kid from the world.
Exactly.
Minor social media comments can't protect the kid from everything. Kimmy, Coco, Chocolate Girl wonder why y'all blaming Gabby like Dwayne didn't dress like that himself.
Exactly. They be trying to blame the woman for everything.
That's funny. Dwayne a little sensitive too, so it didn't surprise me.
Sometimes they like to hide
Hello,
behind
Jae Tea and Lo. Well, hello there.
They like to hide
My
behind.
mom said she had some folk from Virginia gonna chime in. Appreciate that.
They like to hide behind fashion.
Yeah, a lot of them
Come on, man.
those ball players be zesty as hell.
Yeah.
So I mean,
But, you know, they grown, but 7 years old. Come on, man. It's that one. It reminds you of, we've talked about this before, how so many parents today are trying to be friends with their kids instead of being parents to their kids.
I mean, again,
you can be a friend, yes.
Yeah.
You have to parent sometime.
You have to parent, and I think back to what I was saying about the trauma bond. Like, a lot of us have trauma bonds with our parents, and people are trying to reverse that, but they may be doing it in a way that's not helpful. You know what I'm saying? People are they're trying to be like, okay, I'm not gonna raise my kid like my mom raised me, right?
Great
but
point.
not all of it was wrong,
Great
right?
point.
And so, so now you just have these parents, and I know because again, I'm in a school. I've been in a school system, and I see how these parents respond. But I think that the kids are not going to be as capable because the parents just overly, they comply with everything with their kid, and their kid can do no wrong, And you're usually not making the wisest. I'm not gonna say you don't make any wise decision, but you're not making the wisest decisions as a minor child.
You said something about the bonnets. Tuskegee just passed that thing at their school, and while I was in the airport, I saw a dude with a bonnet on. It was a grown man.
Yeah.
I don't think he was 30. He was 20-something years old. He had a bonnet on.
Yeah.
And I asked him, dude, you got dreads?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, OG, I got dreads. I'm trying to keep them right. I just looked at him. He said, we just on the plane. That's what he said. He saw me look at him in a way. He said, man, we just on the plane.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. And this is what he said to me, because you made me think of you talking about the females. He said, oh, don't get it twisted, OG. They still coming at me. All I could do was smile. Like,
actually, a lot of men wear bonnets now.
A
lot, because a lot of men are growing. They have locks,
and I ain't got.
They have a lot of hair, and bonnets are protected.
All I'm saying is wear it at home.
That's the problem.
I've seen there's a lot of social media influencers that are men that have their bonnets on in their posts and stuff.
Yeah, if you posting it and you're in the house, all right, but I just don't get it.
Two of mine got locks now. You know what I mean? And I know that's what their loctician wants them to wear it when they go to bed.
It's protected.
When they go to bed.
Back to what we talked about the other week. What I said is when you go to bed.
Yeah.
When you laying down on your hair and you want your hair to be protected.
It still throws me off. And it still throws me off.
It's just to keep the moisture in our hair.
They only do it and they don't come out.
It's to keep the moisture in your hair.
They don't come out the room. They don't walk around the house with it.
Yeah.
It's when they go to bed because they know I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. It's just never gonna be a fashion statement. Not in this household.
Who is coming at him? Both sides, most likely. Take that shit off in public. I'm serious, man.
So Lo, if they wanted to go
You're right,
on the
Frank.
plane, what would you?
What? There is no what if. That's just not happening, and they know it's not happening. Listen, they won't wear it around the house.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's when they're going to bed.
Yes. Yeah.
And the only way you see it is when you go into their room. It's not.
Yeah.
You can't even wear it around that. It's just not. It's never gonna be a fashion statement. I don't wear a hat in the house. You ain't wearing it. You know what I mean?
Does your wife wear a bonnet?
When I come to the
Does
house,
she wear a bonnet around the house?
no.
Okay. Okay.
It's just,
Some things ain't happening.
times have changed for sure.
You can't raise your kids the way we were raised. The world doesn't exist anymore. Different times call different measures.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them wear bonnets because they have long hair. I think it's wild. Jae Tea was coming to him both sides, most likely. Yeah, take it off in public. Facts. Yeah, you can't wear them the exact same way. I agree with that. Cocoa Chocolate Girl Wonder, but I think you can still take some of the things that we learned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to beat our kids to death. I think, everybody,
Right.
well, a lot of people have gotten over that notion that you have to beat them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and you can listen to them. I mean, these kids are extremely intelligent now. You know what I mean? You can listen to them. You can hear them out. But then you have to still guide them, nurture, all that good stuff, and have to lead them, because they, at the end of the day, they still kids, you know what I mean, until they get to these certain ages. And, and they think they know it all. Just like when we were kids, we thought we knew it all. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of growing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you still gotta have a standard set. And you still have to look out for their best interests, even though they don't look out for their best interests. That's all I'm saying. Growing up in rich lands and understanding the rules, I turned out great, thank God, disciplined and engaging. Outstanding.
Wait a minute. SDG, put your real name up there, cuz. I thought you said cousin JT. You said Richlands. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay.
Never happened in her house either. Oh, yeah. I'm wearing my bonnet wherever I need to, not work or an event, but errands in the store, yes. And maybe the plane, too.
Oh, no, Kimmy.
Come on, Kimmy.
Those say we were intelligent, but we got beat. They have the law on their side. Yeah, we got beat. Boy, we got beat.
Yeah,
we discussed that power that LeBron James is. The NBA could not release their schedule until he had made a decision. I talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Number one, they had to wait on LBJ.
That's a serious
put their
power.
schedule out. No matter how much B couldn't stand it. I don't know if B still on here. B couldn't stand it, but hey, you had to wait on that, man. Just facts.
Exactly.
That's just facts.
That's it,
LBJ
man.
is that dude.
Shoot, LBJ probably knew he was going to the Sixers a long time ago. Sitting back saying, you know what, let's hold off for a second.
Hold on.
Let's hold off for a minute. Let's let them ask about it. Let's hold off.
So how do y'all feel about, I have some friends that their daughters wore suits to the prom, had fades.
Well, I mean, I have nothing wrong with I don't see nothing wrong with a fade haircut. Suit to the prom.
I saw a lot of that this year, actually.
Yeah. Like I said, I have some friends.
Because I like seeing women in a woman's suit.
No, they didn't have women's suit. They had a man's suit.
Tuxedo.
They had tuxedos.
I don't know about the tuxes.
You think they're old enough at that age to decide?
Still not the GOAT.
17, yeah.
I for me personally,
I don't have a problem with it.
it's another reason why I was thankful I didn't have girls.
Why what? You would think when you didn't have
I
girls?
was thankful I didn't have girls.
Okay.
Because I would, but let's just face facts. We can, girl, this is just it's a difference between the girls and the boys, and how the look and the acceptance of certain things. Yeah, I mean, it's just the difference. A girl wearing a tuxedo is not going to be nearly as frowned upon as a boy wearing a skirt.
Okay.
It's just the difference. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just the difference.
Just like a woman with a fade is going to be looked upon differently than a man with a perm. It is a difference.
My son, in their senior superlatives, they had, you know how they have most this, most that. They had most change. They had in the senior superlatives in the yearbook, they had a boy that used to be a girl and a girl that used to be a boy. Am I saying that right? As most changed. So they had a picture of them when they was in middle school. Then they had a picture of them as seniors.
Hey, I don't know who Kimmy Coco Chocolate Girl Wonder. I like you though. Hey,
That's Kimmy. I brought her on before.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, she coming with it. See,
Yeah.
just say it's okay for women to be gay but not guys.
Right.
It just-
Right. That's what they. That's basically what they saying.
It's just different.
Kimmy,
It's just
Kimmy, that's basically what they saying.
Men being gay is
different.
It's brutal.
it's different.
It looks like
But I'm not even
it looks like
saying-
it
A
hurts.
woman can go. A woman can go
But
through
I'm
a
not
phase.
just saying they're gay. I'm not just saying they're gay. I'm saying they identify as being male.
That's
A woman can go
Thus
through a
them,
phase, though.
but I know three
Guys
different.
can't.
I know three. I
They
had
can
three
come
different
back.
friends that
Women can come back.
They
their
can come
daughters
back.
went to prom with a girl. They had on a dress and they had on a suit.
and they, like I said, they can come back and be a full woman, married, the whole
All
nine.
that. They can come back.
You can't be gay in high school and then come back and all of a sudden say I'm a straight man. It
doesn't happen that way.
It just
Doesn't happen that way.
It just
facts.
it is what
just
it is.
facts.
Yeah, that's something that you can't change.
Just facts.
Try all you want, but you can't
I got a
change
partner
it.
of mine who daughter was going through these things, and he said, we talked about it one day. I ain't gonna say what it was. I'll tell who it is, but he said, man, she's going through a phase. You know what I mean? He called it back then, and she went through a phase. Now she married, got a baby. You know what I mean?
Now-
women can come back.
Now that's the
Guys-
reason
guys
why
can't.
I wouldn't let my child make a decision at 7, because on the psychological side, sometimes you may go through your brain is growing as a teenager. You don't have your prefrontal cortex, so you might feel one way as a younger person, and then at 21 feel different. You see what I'm saying? Like there is a gap in between there where sexuality can be questioned because your brain is, and that's a psychological factor.
And then you talk. You
So
think about kids. Like
it's
you
not
said,
good to make
Talk
that
about the
decision till later on.
like
you know?
kids, little boys growing up and growing up around a bunch of women. Might have some feminine aspects, but actually might not be gay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you let them make the decision that they are, you can't come back from it.
Yeah.
That what he said, Kimmy, but don't nobody believe that.
Delivered.
Delivered. Don't nobody believe that.
No.
Hey, don't nobody believe that.
Even when he was saying he was delivered, he didn't sound delivered.
Sound right then. Yeah,
Matter of
it
fact,
sound right then.
delivered is gay. The word is gay. So you can't come back from that. I just
said it's me,
can't come back
Stephanie.
from that. Oh, what's up, Step? Hey, you ain't been up here in a minute. Good to see you back. Appreciate you stepping back in here. Yeah, so you put the top. Nolan Wells, you want to jump on that real quick? Again, being in another country, I did not get a lot of news while I was over there. It was crazy, man, because I don't get Sports Center. It was, contracts were signed while I was over there. I'm like, man, these guys, Bijan signed, all these kids signed. I had no idea. So I do see where the attorney for one of the boys, the white boys, is talking about now how the parents, Nolan's parents, hadn't turned over the phone, something like that. I did see that, and he was, why, you're saying all this stuff was deleted from the phone, so why didn't you turn it over? I don't know if the police actually asked for it or whatever, but I did see that. What have you heard in regards to any
as far as
updates?
investigation, it hadn't been a whole lot, which is what the issue is, because they're like one autopsy's out, this autopsy's still not out, and you had the whole body.
I'm about to say, they get the neck.
Well, remember the first autopsy, they had everything.
Right, but
They
I mean,
didn't
did they
send
get the
no,
neck?
they never sent it up to the other autopsy. So that's why it came back inconclusive, because you can't determine drowning without lungs and a throat.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't tell the difference. So, and they're trying to figure out why it's taking so long for this autopsy to come out. And then you got, I like a dude called him Race Baiting Tatum, this Officer Tatum guy who's a straight goofball.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? In every sense of the word, goofball. You know, he interviewed one of the kids, and you know,
He interviewed one of the
He actually
kids?
interviewed one of them. Yeah.
Are you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. You know what I mean? But it was totally coordinated. You know what I mean?
This guy's milking it too.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
He is milking.
Oh man. It's. And then they have him. He been doing all kinds of little challenges. Same thing Charlie Kirk was doing when he gets in front of people and all the people around him go at him. He doing those things now. Man, them black kids were eating him up for lunch, bro. They were eating him up for lunch. You saw that jump, man? They were eating Tatum. They were eating him up for lunch,
I gotta
bro.
look this
They
up.
like, this dude's a goofball, man. This dude can't hold, man. But
It is amazing.
But
what
the
people
biggest
will do
thing
for
right now is the
clicks.
fact that they criticize the parents for people doing the GoFundMe's and all that stuff for them and all, but yet they got like $600,000 in counting in GoFundMe money for all the kids. Why are you raising money for them?
And they rich.
Not just the fact they're rich. What they been charged with? So why you raising money for them? You know what I'm saying? What you raising the money for? What's the point? If they're innocent, what you raising money for? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, but yet you're criticizing this family and you're trying to ruin this woman with all these negative things. You know, she had to go in front of the board.
Yeah.
You know,
I did see that.
it's just the double standard, man. Just continues to go.
And I've noticed now that the picture that was out the first time with them three and Nolan in the middle of them, now they blurred their faces out. Most of the pictures I see now, they blurred their faces out now.
So I put that officer's garbage. I hope they sue it. Yeah, he's horrible, bro. Yeah, Nancy Grace ate him up too, and called him multiple lies. The boys go on a media tour is very telling.
Jimmy is
Said it
some
was goofy.
motherfucker,
They have
boy.
now done a second interview with him.
Jimmy's something else. Jimmy said, "Fuck all." of
Yeah,
them.
I won't watch. Yeah, who I don't even want to hear Tatum. You know what I mean? Every time I don't want to hear what he has to say because he's an idiot, bro. He's an idiot. But yeah, so that's where it's at right now.
Well, that go because when I was trying to, the crazy thing is, y'all, I actually thought today was Monday.
Oh,
Up
my
until
goodness.
7. What time age? About 7:30. Because I didn't go to work yesterday. I thought today was Monday. I was at the house chilling. I started unpacking. I took a break and I was sitting there and I saw that Hard Knocks of the NFL comes on tonight. I'm like, that comes on Tuesday. I'm like, oh shit, today is Tuesday. That's when I hit Angelo up like, hey man, what we talking about?
I tell everybody, getting old is not for the weak. Cause,
No, it ain't. It ain't.
Cause
It ain't.
man, the
It ain't.
memory that
It
be
ain't.
having you shook,
It
boy.
ain't, 'cause,
You be
I tried to, so I tried to look up
Gotta
some
be
stuff.
strong.
I'm like, damn, I don't really see no updates, but that explains it because nothing has happened, in this thing. What has it been, a month now? Month and a half since this happened?
Yeah, it happened July 6th when they found the body.
It's crazy. All right, man.
But they do have a but on the other note,
Jimmy might be Unc's burner account.
yeah, I know, right? The other case, what's the young man's name that stabbed the boy? He's supposed to be getting a new trial coming soon. So
Carmelo
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, they've been fighting for the new trial. They're supposed to be getting a new trial. So
Appreciate you being back, Step.
go ahead. You about to say something?
No, I was going to tell you, I'm going to holler out your top 5.
All right.
I know you put it in the chat, but I'm going to holler it out.
I'm gonna read the top 5, and then I'm gonna read the comments while y'all getting your top 5 together. This Coach Nash gave this. I thought it was a real good one. Your top 5 R&B and hip hop collaborations. Your top 5 R&B and hip hop collaborations. So while y'all doing that, I'll read some of these comments here. Still the GOAT. LBJ, of course, Nash said, still not the GOAT. Me and Nash be going at it all the time, though. Frank says, nobody would strongly disagree. Low, I have all girls, and they weren't getting fades, tuxedos, or any of that bull. Cole said, talk about low, a girl doing anything because they fighting for equality. DC said, only man on this earth could dress in heels is Rick James and Prince. Cole said, if you had the stick, you gave your whole life. The end.
That y'all are crazy.
That's just true.
As Red Fox would say, period.
Ain't no coming back from that. Parents' attorney told them they want forensic experts to write down. They released a statement today. Anyone want to get in our Powerball pool? Tomorrow's $1 billion. So far we have 200. We put in $20 a piece, getting this $1 billion pot.
I need to figure out one more.
The boys going on a media tour. It's very telling. Tatum is a goofy. They've done a second interview with him. I read that about Frank. Said Nancy Grace tore him up. Not only rich, but most likely criminals. They trashed the mom's reputation for standing up for her murdered child. And that's the craziest thing in the world, man. How you trash this woman for standing up for a child that she had to put
right, that she had to bury.
People, man. Evil people, bro. That's all I can say. Were you 29? DC, R. Kelly, and you already on your all right, DC. DC already jumped in. All right.
It's top 5.
On his top 5. All right, your top 5 R&B and hip hop collaborations. Your top 5, not mine, not JT, but yours. What's your top 5 hip hop R&B collaborations? What you got, D. Wayne?
Got your mic on?
Check.
He's testing check 1, 2 over there. He's testing check 1, 2. While he doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and read a couple of them real quick to Dwayne. Get ready. DC got R. Kelly and Jay-Z, Best of Both Worlds. Warren G and Nate Dogg. Sound you ready there, Dwayne? Regulator. You Got Me, The Roots featuring Erykah Badu and Eve. Mary J. Blige and Method Man, All I Need. Case and Joe, Faded Pictures. My mom said Snoop Dogg going doing gospel. That's good for you, Mom. We understand. We understand. You ready, Dwayne? Or to keep going? All right, Kimmy got MJB and Method Man, Ghostface and Beyonce, ODB and Mariah Carey. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Jill Scott and The Roots.
There's one that I cannot think of.
All right, I think I'm ready.
All right.
Man, somebody already took. I'll do Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes. Look at Me Now.
Oh,
yeah, that's my joint right there. That's a whole bunch of people in that one.
R. Kelly and Jay-Z, Best of Both Worlds. The 3. Lucy Pearl.
Lucy Pearl and who?
Well, that's 2 singles, right? Let's take that out. We'll
Konversations.
I got one. That's two singles. Jay-Z and Maya, Best of Me.
Boy, Maya, boy.
Mm-hmm.
She still look good, too.
Oh, snap.
It looks good.
She fine as hell.
Yes, she is.
Miguel and J. Cole. Both of theirs. All I wanted you.
Can y'all hear him?
Last but not least,
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
I'm trying to think now. Kendrick and SZA, 30 for 30,
Yeah, that's a hot one.
and All the Lights.
All other lights.
Well, no, the Black Panther, All the Lights.
Okay. What you got, Jae?
All right, everybody kind of took mine already, but it's one of my favorites. Method Man and Mary J. Blige. All I Need.
For sure.
That's my joint.
Always. That joint.
So
that
that's
is
just an honorable
crazy.
mention because y'all already took it. International Players Anthem with Bun B and Outkast and all. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but that's,
Yeah.
that's
All
all
right.
rap.
Yeah, we trying to
what it's
get
about.
shows. All right.
Who was R&B in that one?
I thought you said I thought it was hip hop. It's our R&B.
Hip hop and
Damn.
R&B
R&B and
collab.
hip hop.
Okay,
collabs.
okay. So, all right, I'm gonna say the rest of them, but I need a little time to find one. All right. So, I got No Guidance, Chris Brown and Drake. Their Savage remix with Beyonce and Megan. And then I have to come back because
good
what
one.
what I had was the last one was it was rap. I'm gonna think about this last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ashanti and Ja Rule. R. Kelly and Mr. Big.
Good one. The
Jay-Z.
whole series.
Yeah, all of them. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Busta and Janet. And Jay-Z and R. Kelly. That's 5, but honestly, my number 1 is going to be Mary J. and Busta Rhymes. That joint right there, man. I'm sorry, Mary J. and Method Man.
Right.
That joint right there, man.
That's a classic.
That video,
All-time
bro.
classic.
They sitting on that rooftop. Ooh. Yeah, I'm getting chills just thinking about that song. that joint right there hit hard, bro. That thing hit hard. Got some more. I think there's some more comments up there.
All right. Let's see here.
Wait, Kimmy said that yours worked. She said that Sleepy Brown was singing in it. Oh man!
And which
Sleepy.
one?
Shucks.
And which one? Oh,
Players
Players Anthem.
Anthem.
All right. Thank
That
you.
Sleepy Brown joint and
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
I like the way you move. That video. Oh my. That video. Ooh, I wonder where she at now. Man. She killed that video, boy.
I read DC. Let's see. Kimmy got MJB. Did I read hers already?
I think
MJB and Method Man, Ghostface Beyond. Yeah, I did hers. Jill Scott and the Roots. ODB, Mariah Carey. That's a cold one. Coach got Hey Love. All right. Janet and Heavy D. Good one. Big N R Kelly. F You Tonight. Ain't no fun if the homie can't have none.
Number 1.
How about that? Frank got Dilemma. Kelly, Nelly, If I Ruled the World, Nas. Heck on, man. He took all mine. Lars, Lauryn Hill, Empire State, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'll Be There, Mary J. and Method Man. And You Got Me, Roots, Eve, Jill Scott. He said, yes, Lord, Maya. Yes, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I just agree with the folks say. I understand. Frank Honorable Mention, Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson, What's It Gonna Be? And Busta and Khalees, What It Is. No matter what. Jae, the song is number one in every category. International players, Bun B, Andre, Willie Hutch is the R&B sample.
Yeah, it was cold. That's a cold song.
Sleepy Brown, Outkast. She's a gardener now. Buffy the Body. Who's a gardener now?
Right.
Buffy the Body. All right. I have I got Dilemma, Nelly and R. Kelly. Nelly and Kelly Rowland. Say R. Kelly. If I Ruled the World, for sure. Ja Rule and Shantae, Always on Time. Ludacris and Usher.
Okay.
And I can't leave without my GOAT, LL Cool J, Hey Lover, featuring Boys the Men.
All right. I got my last one.
All right.
All right. This used to be my
You know it's a clap
song.
when you hear it, just start rapping. Well, you
This
know it's
used
a
to
good
be
one.
my song back in the day. Usher and Lil Jon.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You hear the Outkast was supposed to be on that song. It was 666 Mafia. They wouldn't let him.
Couture Johnson. That was her name. That was the one that was in the video, Sleepy Brown video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
Let me see.
She did that thing, boy.
And just copy my
Couture
papers like in
Johnson.
the West. Now, you
Boy.
copied mine, Frank.
She did that.
Yeah, that
thing,
was.
boy. That.
Y'all brothers happy and you're singing. Brothers think alike.
That's what it is, huh?
We about to get out of here.
Good
Early
deal.
tonight.
Good deal. Good top five, everybody.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was my first one. Oh, that Hey Love joint, yeah. Jae, what you doing this week, man? You going out somewhere and dropping some poetry?
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna get into something. I'm a house body. I've been just in the house. All right. I told Lo I'm trying to get back outside and get into my computer was messed up, so now I'm back on writing. I got somebody gifted me another something to use so I can start writing again. So yeah, I'm gonna get back out there. I'm gonna get back
Gifted
out
it, huh? Like them tires. Okay.
like the tires that I didn't get, Frank.
Can't be saying husband out loud.
It's the ex-husband, Frank.
You said husband, boy. Frank was
I
like,
have no
question mark.
husband. I have no husband.
Like, wait, what? Going crazy.
Yeah, Jae got on. I heard Jae got on stage the other night. I heard her. It's been a minute. Been a minute.
Did she come out with a famous first line?
You know she did.
Just because of you, JT, all of them gonna have a famous one. First line.
Get their attention, girl. Get their attention.
That's right.
Real. Angelo, who we got at the clubs this weekend, man?
Friday night we have the Young Gunners back, the little monthly show. Say no more, DC.
Facts.
We love hearing that, brother. Address on the way.
Yep. Send them right here.
Nah, don't send them right here.
Not here.
Yeah, I get everything from my UPS store.
Yeah, we can't let.
But I can send it to my UPS store.
Plus them folk next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will confirm that the naked pussy is actually dry and stank pussy. I can confirm that because JT already said it was dry,
Yeah,
and
it was dry.
I'm confirming that it stank.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't. Yeah, she need to put some panties on. For those of y'all that don't know, the naked pussy was the name of the cigar that we were smoking.
Yeah, if anybody came on late, they
Right,
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the cigar that we were smoking.
Yeah, it was
tonight.
a cigar.
Purchased it while I was over there in St. Martin. So yeah,
Where do you perform,
That's what
Jose?
we're talking about.
Where did you perform, Jae?
At,
We're gonna get your address, DC. I'm gonna send it to you.
at Uptown Comedy Corner, we have 3 locations.
She put the sexy on.
We have one
Hear that, huh?
on Frontage Road, one in Morrill on, what's the name of that street?
God, Mount Zion.
Mount Zion Road, and we have a location in Macon.
And coming in October, I'm gonna be doing a show in Savannah. Just got with TK Kirkland, bringing TK Kirkland to Savannah in October. And coming back in November in Savannah with Bubba Dub. We about to take it. We going back on the road. So we're gonna be doing I just got TK deal done today.
Oh yeah, give me that date. No,
Yeah,
that's
got
my
TK
boy
deal
right there,
done
man.
today. We're gonna be out there. We're gonna start doing some shows in Savannah. Trying to do a monthly show out there in Savannah area. Then got one potentially in Carolina.
Expansion.
Uptown Comedy
Elevation.
Corner Road show on the way. But then on Saturday night, got Just Niche is gonna be in the building, man. Just Niche, hilarious female comedian. She is she had her own selfie tour where she went around doing a selfie comedy show, man. It was really unique. And then she was a correspondent comedian on all the shows. We the Ones tour. Yeah. So yeah, Just Niche be in the building Saturday nights. It's gonna be a dope show. And of course, tomorrow we at Sunset Sundays 6:00 show for some folks who want some clean comedy. You know, we can plan a tournament around that. Hey, let's do it, coach. Games, show at night. Shoot, let rock.
Please don't send them cigars. Ain't a mosquito anywhere on that side of Atlanta. Not much on my end, man. Just completed, like I said, another international performance in St. Martin for the God Guy stage play. Got some actual bookings on the way. Somebody just reached out to me about coming to New York for New York Fashion Week.
That's what's up.
Getting a couple of chills thinking about that one. But yeah, not much right now. Actually, then again, folks did reach out to me while I was in St. Martin about coming on back. Country Wayne said it's time for him to pop on back out. So we'll old Robert, we'll see what that.
Robert coming back finally.
We'll see what that is. So that's why I got to get this beard back, because they want Robert with the beard. So Operation Beard Growth is in effect. Should be complete by Saturday, to be honest with you. If I keep drinking like I drink, it'll pop on.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Alcohol grows beards?
Oh yeah. Mine it does. Don't tell no.
The stuff y'all say.
That's what I'm sticking to it. Sticking to it. I am sticking to it. But yeah, that's about it, man. They haven't let me know when this movie is coming out, but I will be letting you know about that movie for sure. Yeah, that's about it, man. But look for some things. Got some things brewing. While I was in St. Martin, I was able to do a little business. So got some things brewing. We'll see what's going to happen with that. So I will be sure to let everyone know for sure. Right. Any guests next week, bro? You think of?
Out the top of the dome.
Yeah, Frank, just another one, dog. just another flight, lines and everything, just pop in, pop out.
Pretty Ricky, what they call them.
It's what I do at times. You dig? It's what I do at times. Not all the time, but just every now and then, got to pop out like that. All right, man. So that's going to do it. Next week, we will be right back. Jose, you joining us next week?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is. We're going to try and get some good topics for you. In the meantime, make sure that you share this, man. Do we see the emoticons up here? We don't see them up here, though. All right. If y'all going to make sure to hit that share button. And also, when you see this, these clips come out, share them. I'm getting a lot of followers because of these clips. I keep forgetting that it's on my other page. So if y'all all of a sudden get a request to follow Classic Moves with Jae Tea, please just go ahead and hit the follow button because I think I need to go and put that page out some more since that's where all the clips are going.
Okay.
And yeah, man, that's going to do it for this week. We're getting out of here on time or at a better time. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And Jose.
And we are out.
Hey, appreciate all y'all, all the new people. Please come back.
Please, you dig? Appreciate you coming back through, Steph.
Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap.